I'm Kim, and welcome to a gentle yoga class. Just be sure and listen to your body today because each practice is different. Sometimes you can do more, sometimes less. So during the practice, if you need to take a break, just stop and breathe and focus on your breath because breathing is one of the most important parts of yoga. Or go into child's pose or some other comfortable pose for you and just do what you can. Rest when you need to. Let's get started in a comfortable seated position. It could be cross-legged, or you could bring your legs back up underneath you. It's easier to do if you're elevated on a block, as I am, or a pillow, a bolster, a blanket. I'm on a foam yoga block. So your legs could be out in front of you, cross-legged, or bent knees under you. Whatever's comfortable for you. So once you're sitting comfortably, then think about sitting well. Think about a nice long, tall spine, shoulders rolled back and down, long neck. Maybe press your head back against your hand to really lengthen your neck and get it into better alignment. And then finally feel like there's a string pulling out the top of your head, really lengthening your spine. And your hands can be palms down for relaxation, palms up for a little more energizing. And let's just close our eyes or gaze gently at the floor and listen to our breath for a few moments. And if your breath is short or shallow, try and lengthen your inhales and your exhales to whatever's comfortable for you. Maybe count to 4 on an inhale, 4 on an exhale. And try and breathe in and out through your nose and tap into your parasympathetic nervous system. Now take another inhale, and on an exhale, lower your chin to your chest. Inhale, roll your right ear to your right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, roll your left ear to your left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Do a few of these at your own speed with your own breath. Inhaling, ear to shoulder. Exhaling, chin to chest. And one more each side. And then come to stillness with your chin at your chest and your shoulders rolled back and down. And cross your arms and give yourself a little shoulder massage with your head down, really stretching your neck forward. Massage the sides of your neck. And start looking up. Maybe squeeze your sternocleidomastoid side muscles on your neck. Do the gentle squeezes to help them relax, gentle. Then look a little towards the ceiling, a little front stretch on your neck. You can massage the front of your neck with your hands. Good, then bring your head to center and your hands back to your knees. And let's do alternating shoulder rolls. Inhaling up, back, and down with one shoulder, then the other. Big, slow rolls. At your own speed, the same direction. And then change direction. Rolling back and then forward. One more, each shoulder. Then come to stillness. Then on an inhale, roll, raise both your shoulders up to your ears. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Inhale up. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale up. Exhale, release. Now tense your fingers out beside you, and on an inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands, heart center. One more time. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands heart center. This time, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, fold over to your right side. We'll be going opposite right now. Fold over to your right side. Inhale, reach back up with your left arm and down. Then inhale back up and over. Exhale into a fold. Inhale one more time. Exhale over. Then inhale, reach both arms for the sky and hands. Exhale, fold over to your left side. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale up. Exhale over. And inhale, reach up with both arms and hands. Exhale, twist your torso to the right and lower your hands for a gentle twist. Then inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to your left, lower your hands. Then inhale back to center. Do a few of these at your own speed with your own breath. Inhaling to center. Exhaling, lower your hands. Last time each side. And then come to center. If you're getting uncomfortable in whatever seated position you're in, you could change position. I'm going to change to cross-legged right now, in a little different position. And then if you've changed position, once you're situated, inhale, reach for the ceiling. Then alternate opposite hands, reaching like you're climbing a rope. Reach, really reach, like you're really having to climb a rope. One more, each hand. And come to stillness. Now, reach up with your right arm and bend your elbow so your hand drops behind you. Then reach up with your left hand and grasp your elbow and give a little bit of a pressure so it'll go a little bit further behind your head. Then bring your left hand around and behind and lay it across your back, reaching up your back towards your hand. If you can reach it, that's great, but if not, let's just stay here for a breath. Just the hands reaching for each other. It's a nice shoulder stretch. Then inhale, release your arms and reverse it. Bring your left arm behind you, reach up with your right hand and push your elbow just a little bit more up and over, and then reach behind with your right hand. And your hands are reaching for each other. They might not be touching. You might be. Take a breath here. And inhale, release your arms, and if you're elevated on something, come down off of whatever you're elevated on. And if your ankles are crossed one direction, cross them the other direction. And then take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, flat back, forward fold. And take a couple of deep inhales and exhales here. And then walk your hands over to your right side, over your right knee. And take a breath here. And walk your hands back to center and over to your left side, over your left knee. And take a breath here. Then inhale, walk your hands back to center and walk yourself back up to seated. And then straighten your legs straight out in front of you. And flex your feet. Activate your legs, little tension. Sit up nice and tall on your sits bones. Lift yourself up with your hands even to get yourself situated. Really get on your sits bones. Nice long, tall spine and neck. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, hinge at your hips, flat back, forward fold, wherever you go. And a couple of breaths here. inhale, use your hands to walk yourself back up. Bend your right knee and take your right foot under you and bring your left foot across. And then once you're situated, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, twist your torso to the left this time and lower your hands. We're going to stay here for a few breaths, so make small adjustments. Maybe use your right hand to apply a little more pressure to the outside of your left knee to twist just a little bit more on an exhale. Try and look a little bit more over your left shoulder towards the back of your room. Then inhale, look back over your right shoulder towards the front of the room. Then look back over your left shoulder towards the back again. Then your next inhale, reverse your twist. Keep your arms down. And take a breath here. And inhale back to center. Straighten your legs again. And then bend your left knee. Bring your left foot under your right knee. And then take your right foot over your left knee. And then once you're situated, inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist your torso to the right this time. Lower your arms. And again, make small adjustments. Maybe twist just a little bit more on the exhale. Look back over your right shoulder towards the back of the room. And look back over your left shoulder towards the front of the room. And then look back over your right shoulder towards the back of the room. Then on an inhale, reverse your twist to the other side. And then inhale back to center. Now straighten your legs again in front of you and place your hands back beside your hips, just a little bit behind you. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see a little bit better. Your hands back behind your hips just a little bit. Scoot your heels out a little bit and then lift up into reverse plank, which is here. If reverse plank is not accessible for you, you could do reverse tabletop, which is here. And take a few breaths. Your head, you can look down at your feet, look up at the ceiling, and breathe. And exhale, lower your hips to the mat. And then come up onto your knees and straighten your left leg. We'll be mirroring each other now, so you'll look like you're looking in a mirror. So straighten your left leg, reach up with your right arm and over for gate pose. Take a breath here. And inhale, reach up and over with your left hand to the mat and up and over with your right arm to reverse the stretch, counter stretch. Really reach with your right hand for one wall, press with your right foot on the floor. Then on your next inhale, make big slow circles, one direction, inhaling up and around. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Do a few at your own speed. And then change direction. And then come to stillness with your hand on your waist and get nice and sturdy on your left hand so you can do leg lifts with your, or actually it's going to be your left leg that you're doing leg lifts with. So on an inhale, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. One more, up and down. Then inhale up one more time with your right arm and over your left leg. Then inhale up and over with your arm and back to your knees, and then straighten your right leg And inhale, reach up with your left arm. Exhale, over. And take a breath. Inhale, reach up and over with your left hand down to the mat. Up and over with your right arm. Really reach with your right hand. Press with your right foot. Lengthen your side. Then on an inhale, big circle one direction. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And then change direction. And then come to stillness with your hand on your hip again, your waist, and get nice and sturdy on your left hand this time for leg lifts with your right leg. Inhale up and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Last one, up and down. Then inhale up one more time with your left hand and over your right leg. And inhale up and over. And stay on your knees and place your hands on the back of your hips. Roll your shoulders back and down. And then look gently up towards the ceiling and do a gentle back bend for camel. Nothing extreme, just the back bend in the upper portion of your back. Great chest opener. And inhale, rise back up and over into tabletop. And if you want to give your wrists a break in tabletop, instead of having your hands like this, you can have a fist, but just keep your thumb on the outside of the fist so you don't hurt your thumb. So it's nice just to give your wrists a break sometimes. And make sure you have a nice long neck in tabletop, not sunken down or cranked up. And then once you're situated, take an inhale. Exhale, look over your right shoulder at your right foot. Really look over your shoulder. Maybe shift your hips a little to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, look over your left shoulder at your left foot. Maybe shift your hips to the right a little bit. And inhale back to center, over your right shoulder. And center. And left shoulder. And center. One more each side. Right. And left. And center. Now straighten your right leg, flex your toes, press your heel towards the back of the far wall behind you. Take a breath. Then return your knee to the mat and straighten your left leg. Flex your foot, press your heel towards the back wall. Then on an inhale, lift your left leg straight up, your right arm straight out, and really reach with your right hand for a wall, press with your left heel for a wall, take an inhale, and exhale, lower them to the mat. And then lift your left arm, right leg, reach and press, exhale, lower them down. Right arm, left leg, and down, left arm, right leg, and down. Right arm, left leg, and down. Left arm, right leg, and down. Now on an inhale, lift your head and your tailbone towards the ceiling and extend your abdominal muscles for cow. Really lengthen your abdominal muscles, try not to compress your back. Exhale into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. One more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And we're going to do a few barrel rolls from cat and cow into cat. So inhale into cow, and then you move your abdominal muscles like you're going around the inside of a big barrel. Exhaling into cat. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling to cat. Do them at your own speed with your own breath. And then change direction. And if this is not comfortable for you, do any other organic movements that you would like. And then come to stillness, and let's press back into child's pose for a few breaths. Take some nice nourishing inhales, cleansing exhales. On your next inhale, press up into tabletop and walk your hands up to the top corners of your mat. Walk your knees back just a little bit so they stay under your hips, and melt down into puppy pose. Take a few breaths here. In your next inhale, look between your hands and slide forward onto your stomach for Sphinx pose. And once you're situated in a nice solid Sphinx pose with your elbows under your shoulders, your legs can be spread apart a little bit if you have any back discomfort. And once you're situated, then use your hands to pull yourself forward, shrug yourself forward on your hip bones just a little bit more to activate your abdominal muscles, just a little bit more. Then you can do anything you like with your head while we're here. You can look around, you can look down, just try not to drop your shoulders. You could shrug alternate shoulders forward. See how that feels. Gentle shrugs. And come to stillness. And lower down onto your stomach and straighten your arms above your head. Your legs full length. And on an inhale, lift your right arm and your left leg. Inhale up. Exhale down. Then alternate your left arm, right leg. Up and down. Right arm, left leg. Up and down. Left arm, right leg. Up and down. One more time, right arm, left leg, up and down. Left arm, right leg, and down. And our next inhale, we're gonna lift both our arms and our legs up and hold them for a few breaths. So inhale up and breathe. And exhale, release. Now make a pillow with your hands for your head and place your toes together and lay your heels out for crocodile pose. And in crocodile pose, you can rock your hips a little or just stay still and take some deep breaths. Next, we're going to press up into do a few knee push-ups, a gentle version push-up. You could do regular push-ups if you like, but this is just a little strength building. Just do about 5 at your own speed. And when you've done about 5, or even a few more if you'd like, when you're done, just press back into child's pose. Take a couple of inhales and exhales here. And your next inhale, push up into tabletop. And then bring your left foot through for a low lunge. And once you're in your low lunge, inhale, reach up, go a little deeper, and exhale back into a hamstring stretch. Inhale, lunge, exhale back. One more, inhale, lunge, exhale back. Now we're going to stay here for a couple of breaths, so make small adjustments. Flex your left foot if you're not already. Try and flatten your back a little bit more, and breathe. Then your next inhale, come back up onto your knee, and then rise up so you have like two 90-degree angles here. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist your torso to the right and lower your arms for a twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. One more each side. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, left. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat and walk your foot over to the right side of your mat and lower your knee down for pigeon. And in pigeon, your back leg can be straight or it could be bent to any degree, and you'll get the same effect in pigeon. So whatever's comfortable for you. The most important thing is that your hips are level so that once you're situated, when you lift your hands, you don't tip over. And if you do, then on this side, you'll need to put something under your left hip to balance yourself out. So once you're positioned, take an inhale, exhale, slowly walk down. And we're going to stay here for a few breaths, so make small adjustments. Flex your left foot if you're not already, the foot that's closest to you. Try and lower your right hip closer to the mat. If you'd like to try something a little different with your arms while we're here, you could straighten your right arm and thread your left arm through for thread the needle, but try to not rotate your hips. Try and stay level if you do this. And your next inhale, if your arm is thread through, unthread it and push yourself back up into pigeon. And then press back into tabletop. And back into child's pose. On your next inhale, press up into tabletop again, and then bring your right foot through for a low lunge. And once you're situated in your lunge, reach up to the sky, inhale, go a little deeper into your lunge. Exhale back into hamstring stretch. Inhale, lunge. Exhale back. Inhale, lunge. Exhale back. And hold it here for a few breaths. Make small adjustments. If you're not flexing your right foot, flex it. And check your back that it's as flat as it can be. And breathe. Next inhale, come back up on your knee and come up at more into 90-degree angles with your two legs. And on an inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist your torso to the right. Lower your arms. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. And left. One more each side. Center. Right. Center. And left. Then center. Bring your hands down and walk your foot over to the left side of your mat and lower your knee for pigeon on this side. And again, your back leg can be straight or bent. If it's straight, look back and make sure it's as straight as it can be. Not sickling one direction or the other. Check your balance that you don't tip over when you lift your hands. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower slowly down. And again, we're going to stay here for a few breaths, so make small adjustments. Flex your right foot if you're not already, the one that's close to you. Try and lower your left hip a little closer to the mat. If you'd like to do something different with your arms on this side, you could straighten your left arm, thread your right arm through. Again, check your hips that they don't shift when you do this. And breathe. Next inhale, if your arm is thread through, unthread it, press back up into pigeon. And back into tabletop. And back into child's pose, Malasana, one more time. Next inhale, come back up into tabletop. And then come down on your elbows and up into plank on your elbows. And take a breath here. And then let your heels fall to the left and come up on your left elbow for side plank. And your left hand will probably shift out in front of you. Take a few breaths here. And exhale, lower your arm down back to plank. And then let your heels fall to the right. Come up on your right arm for side plank. And on this side, your right hand on the mat will probably come to the front. And breathe. And exhale, lower back to the mat for plank. And then come back to your knees and up into tabletop. And then press up into downward dog. And take a minute to walk your dog. Press one heel down as far as it'll go. Lift the other one as high as it'll go. Alternate. And then look between your hands and walk your feet forward. Right foot, right foot to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Then bend your knees, flat back, hinge at the hips, reach for the sky. Do a little right side bend, exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale to your left. And center. Inhale up. Exhale, a little back bend. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands, heart center. Okay, going to turn it this way. So let's establish a nice solid Tadasana before we move along. Just a quick check of your Tadasana or mountain pose. Your feet you want about hip width apart. You want to lift all of your toes, lower them down one at a time. Grounded on your heels. Feel all the parts of your feet. A little tension in your legs. Nice neutral pelvis, not back or forward. Shoulders rolled up, back, and down, because that takes the neck into better alignment. And then the neck still tends to be tilted forward. So you might want to press on your head to your head to your hand to get it in better alignment. Then your hands can be relaxed. Just take a breath or two here and enjoy this nice, strong mountain pose. Then bring your feet a little bit closer together, and on an inhale, come up on your tippy toes and reach for the sky. Exhale down into chair. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. Inhale up. Exhale, chair. And then stay here. Go a little deeper in your chair. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist your torso to the left. Prop your elbow on your knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to your right. Back to center. Sit a little deeper. Then inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips, flat back. Inhale, rise halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands heart center. Going to do a little more movement here. So come to the top of your mat and inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, step back with your left leg. We're going to be mirroring now. You should feel like you're looking in a mirror. You should be stepping back with your left leg for warrior two. Then take an inhale. Exhale into peaceful warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, go into high lunge. Inhale over into pyramid. And exhale. Inhale into triangle. And exhale. And inhale up. Then reverse your warrior to the other direction. You should be over your left knee now. And inhale, your feet together, reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, step back with your right leg for warrior two on this side. Take an inhale. Exhale into extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. And inhale, warrior two. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, peaceful warrior. And one more time, warrior two. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Then inhale into high lunge. And over into pyramid. Being sure to breathe. And inhale, open into triangle. And inhale back up into warrior two. Then hands to your waist and a standing straddle. Take an inhale. And exhale, hinge at your hips, flat back, fold over. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Place your right hand on the mat. Reach up with your left arm for a twist. Then lower your left hand to the mat. Reach up with your right arm for a twist. And exhale your right hand to the mat. Then walk your feet a little closer together, about halfway to the center, and come down into malasana, garland pose or squat. And take a few breaths here. Use your elbows to press out on your knees to increase the stretch a little bit more, lengthen your spine and your neck. And place your hands on the mat and press your hips back up for forward fold. Walk your feet back out just a little bit more. Hands on your hips, flat back, inhale, up. Good. Come back to the top of your mat. And on an inhale, come up on your tippy toes and reach up to the sky. And exhale, stay on your tippy toes if you can to come down into chair. And then just keep lowering down all the way to the mat. And then do a few back rolls. And on one of your back rolls, come to stillness in boat pose, Navasana. Whatever's comfortable for you for boat pose. You can have bent knees, straight legs, just whatever's a good, comfortable place for you, with a little bit of tension. And then on an exhale, lower your legs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, lift. One more, lower and lift. And then lower all the way down. And position yourself for bridge pose. Making sure your heels almost touch your middle finger on your hands. We're going to do a few dynamic bridges to start. So we're going to lift our arms over our heads when we do a bridge. So inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And the next bridge we're going to hold for a few breaths. So you might not want to raise your arms over your head. You might want to roll up your shoulders under your back. So inhale up. And breathe. Deep inhales and exhales. And on your next exhale, if you've got your shoulders tucked under your back, untuck them and come down very, very slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae. Lumbar vertebrae last. Now, lift your legs straight above your head, above your body for a waterfall. And then take your soles of your feet and try and face them towards each other and away from each other. A few times. And do a few ankle rotations, one direction. And the other direction. Some pointing and flexing with your feet. let's do big, slow bicycles in one direction. And the other direction. And then come to stillness and give your legs a good shake. Shake, 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 shake. And then come to stillness again. And bend your knees and place your peace fingers between your big toe and your second toe for a happy baby. And you can either have bent knees or straight legs for happy baby. You can rock or stay still. Lots of variations, whatever's comfortable for you. Take some breaths here. And then release your toes and bring your knees together for hug knees. Either tight hug knees with grasping your elbows, or looser hug knees where you grasp your shins. And if you're grasping your shins, you could do little circles to massage your back. And if you're doing circles, you could change direction. And come to stillness and place your feet on the mat and place your right ankle on your left knee for reclining figure 4. So reach through and either grasp behind your thigh or reach further through for your shin, whichever is best for you. If you're grasping your shin, press your shin up towards the ceiling. If you're grasping behind your thigh, use your right elbow to press out on your right knee a little bit. And relax your neck, head on the mat. Flex your feet if you're not already, and take some breaths. And release your left foot to the mat. Place your right foot on the mat. Place your left ankle on your right knee. And again, decide where you would like to position yourself for reclining figure 4, either grasping behind your thigh or your shin. Flexing your feet, relax neck. Couple of inhales and exhales. Release your right foot to the mat. Bring both your feet to the mat. Then lift up your hips and shift them just a little bit to the left to get your spine in really good alignment for reclined twisted roots. Straighten your right leg. Take your left knee across your body. Reach out behind yourself with your left arm perpendicular to your body for a twisted roots twist. Stay here for a few breaths so you can make small adjustments. Look back over your left shoulder. Try and get your left shoulder a little closer to the mat. You could use your right hand to apply a little more pressure on the outside of your left knee to draw it closer to the mat. Roll back onto your back again. And this time lift your hips up and shift them a little to the right. And then straighten your left leg. Take your right knee across. Reach out perpendicular behind you with your right arm. And breathe. And roll onto your back again. And straighten both your legs. Straighten your arms above you for a nice full body stretch on the inhale. Stretch. Exhale, release. And bring your arms down beside you. Get comfortable for a short savasana. Your legs could be out more in a little, like a star shape, and your arms, instead of everything straight down, you can have them out more in a little kind of a star shape. Whatever's best for you. You can go ahead and roll onto your side or your stomach. You don't have to be on your back. But let's just take a short savasana, or for just a few moments. Close your eyes. Try not to think about anything. Nowhere to go. Nothing to do. Everything's okay. Then roll over onto your side. And assimilate your practice. And thank your body for doing yoga today. Then press up into a comfortable seated position. And if you can take another short time or a longer time for more savasana for yourself, I would encourage it, be it another 5 minutes to a half hour. It would be well worth it. So thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you again. Hope you feel great, and hope to see you again soon. Namaste.